Well, we will look into the standards and guidelines related to BIM here. These are some guidelines which are accepted worldwide, and the countries developed these guidelines individually. First of all, from United States, and then United Kingdom, Singapore, Finland, Australia. In all these countries, they made BIM as a mandatory thing. So they developed their own BIM standards. And we are missing the India here because in India it is not mandatory. And yeah, I mentioned the ISO 19650, right? We have a part 1 and 2 here. Generally, we have part 5 also, part 3, 4 also. But up to now, the industry is being used these two only because it is about the digitization of the information about the buildings and civil engineering works. And part 2 will deal with the asset delivery phase. We will look into that. Yeah, when it comes to the ISO 19650 Part 1, it deals with the concepts and principles. It's like a terminology. What is the terminology present in the BIM world, BIM guidelines like AIR, asset information requirements, BIM building modeling, CDE, common data environment. As I mentioned, the CDE is a digital space, digital central repository space for storing all the information, all the data. It is very, very important in any BIM project or any BIM company and all. EIR we have, OIR, PIR, many things we have. And when it comes to the terminology, the important things are appointing party, lead appointed party, project team, delivery team, task team. There is a difference between all these things. What is lead appointed party, which is appointed party, which is project team. Everything will be there clearly if we go through the BIM standard guidelines. And in the case of part 2, it is a delivery page of assets. We will get to know how to start the BIM project and how to close the BIM project. Involves these following steps. First, starting from the assessment and the need, invitation to tender, tender response, appointment, mobilization, collaborative information production, information model, delivery, and project closeout. I have seen many people posting over LinkedIn that they have taken training from some other institute related to ISO practitioner, ISO 19650 practitioner course, that this and all. Really, it is not needed. When it comes to me, I have already worked on practical projects. So I can tell that if you work on any practical project related to BIM, then you will be able to understand all these things. There is no need to go for any commercial training, reaching out to the big organizations and all. Of course, there are limited organizations which deliver the courses related to this BIM standards and guidelines. What I feel is, if you are working already in the BIM field, then you don't have to go for coaching at all. And what you will get by building information modeling? There should be some purpose, right? We should get the benefits, right? Otherwise, why we will go for it? Yeah, these are some of the benefits. Some of the benefits, not all at all. There are many, but I listed out these some because easy to understand. We will go through each and everything. Visualize projects in pre-construction. As we all know, it deals with the 3D model. Before construction, before constructing anything physically over the ground, we can develop that in digital environment. We can see it in a virtual way. Then we will come to know, right, how it will be after executing the planning, designing, and all in the construction site. We will come to know what will be the challenges we will be facing while executing the construction project and everything. In the pre-construction stage itself, you will come to know because you will be having all the documents, right? You will be having the good for construction documents, drawings, shop drawings, each and everything. I hope you got my point. Before executing the work itself, you will come to know if we execute the work, then what will be the challenges to us. Instead of solving the challenges on site, if we solve before the on site itself, then it is great, right? and better coordination and clash detection. The clash detection is playing very important role. And as far as I know, in India, many of the BIM companies are relying on the clash detection only. Because see, generally people will develop the model in any 3D modeling software, then they will of course we can perform the clash detection test in Revit also, I mean in 3D modeling software also, but it's not specifically to that. When it comes to some other software like a Revit, from Revit to Navisworks, Navisworks is for mainly for clash detection and coordination. Of course we have a feature of 4D simulation also. And related to cost also we can add some information. That's another story. When it comes to better coordination, see for example here in the first picture, if you see here, you are able to see the pipe is getting clashed with the, say that is a duct only, right? Yes. Yeah, this is getting clash with the duct, so that should not happen. We have to resolve that clash before on-site construction itself. Similarly, in the second picture, in the third picture, we can, by this better coordination clash detection, we can avoid last minute changes and unforeseen issues. Improved scheduling and sequencing. As I mentioned earlier, we have a 4D, the fourth dimension. We can add the time element. With the help of this, we will come to know what is the progress happening day by day over the construction site. Is this going as per planned or not? If it is not going as per planned, why it is not going? If it is going well, then it's okay. Like these kind of things we will come to know by this 4D BIM, improved scheduling and sequencing, model based cost estimate. Generally we all people know, right, how in a traditional way, in a conventional way, how we are doing the estimation and costing of the building or projects. With the help of this 5D BIM, we will have a 3D model, and we are going to uh, extract the quantities and all. If we add the cost to 3D model, obviously we will be going to extract the project cost also. Easy, right? Yeah, in the planning stage itself, it allows for more effective construction cost estimation. Yes, and coming to improved on-site collaboration and communication. I already mentioned we have a common data environment, right? A digital space where we will be storing all the information related to the project. Say there is a requirement to the site engineer that he has to access latest drawings. How he can access? Say some other place there is a one more engineer. He has to access some other drawings. See, to all these questions, to all these people, there will be one central data repository. They can access and they can take the data whatever they want. And it is not easy because security will be there. Say in a project team, there is a project manager, architect, structural engineer, and firefighting engineer. See, top down management or a bottom to top management we have, right? An architect is not allowed to touch the project manager files. Similarly, a structural engineer not allowed to touch any some other project files. Like this, security also will be there. And we know we people provide the information to the right people at the right place within the right time. We will be having the security keys and everything. We will be accessing that. We will be taking the information whatever we want. That's how it improves the on-site collaboration communication. On-site, here the keyword is on-site. It's not only like we people do job in the offices. We go to the site, we perform the activities, right? Whenever we get to know something, say there is one class that this and all, how to resolve that. Before resolving in the on-site, we can resolve that digitally in a 3D model. We can try that also, right? Like this. And transparency and many more. How it is improving the transparency? I mentioned it is a computerized files, right? Digital files. We are doing everything digitally in a softwares. The software won't lie. won't show the wrong results, right? Say for example, small calculator is there. If you type 3 plus 5 in the calculator, it will show 8 only. It will not show 6 or 7. But human beings can tell it is 1,000 also. I hope you are getting my point. Like this, transparency will be increased, and from the very early stage, from the uh, tendering stage also, we can make it as a transparent. There are many and many. I hope you are able to see some things in the slide here. Coming to the BIM implementation status in India, take 20 seconds and tell me, are you able to see the India there? Of course, I too tried, but I am not able to see. As I mentioned earlier, we in our India the BIM is not mandatory, so we are taking it light. But many of the countries mandated and they are implementing very well. When it comes to the Indian market, I heard it somewhere that India is known as a BIM factory for the international market, for the international companies. I think in our India the labor is cheaper, everything is cheaper. We are getting maximum profit from the foreign. We are doing work for them, and they are getting benefited. We are getting paid in the rupees. They are getting benefited by the dollars and all. It is another story. As of now, I am a kid in this industry. I don't want to touch these figures, market and all. See, this is the status of the BIM implementation in our India. We are not able to see here, nothing. But there is something. Yeah, something is happening, but not in a big banner. If you take into the consideration a big construction companies, we have right in our India, we have a very big construction and engineering companies which are serving worldwide also, but they are not at all taking care of the BIM. What we can do? That's another story. I don't want to talk more about it because I'm a kid here, kid in this industry, and there are some barriers to implementation of the BIM in India. Some are technical, some are people, some are related to education and training. Obviously, we mentioned it is supported by various tools and technologies. We should have a people who are expertised, who are skilled in the tools and the technologies, right? So there are some barriers and legal barriers, work practice and process related barriers, commercial barriers, policy field players, technology field players, process field players. Oh my God, there are many. Of course, there are many barriers. Many other countries overcome the barriers, and we are now at this point. We also have to overcome. We will see that. Obviously, I am sure that we will overcome all these barriers because right now, if you see, the BIM market is in booming in the India. I can say that I am able to sense because I am in this industry only. Opportunities. When it comes to opportunities in the BIM market, we have wide range of roles and responsibilities. These are some broad view and range of opportunities. For any project, the BIM manager is will be there, coordinator, specialist, CDE manager. As I mentioned, CDE is very very important. CDE manager also will be there particularly. For BIM projects, BIM lead will be there, project manager, design team leader, modeler 2, modeler 1. If there is a big project, we can have a modeler 3, 4 also. It depends. And VDC manager, virtual design and construction, many and many. I can't take all the names here, but I shown my best. And these are some opportunities available in the present BIM market. Not only these, there are many and many. I can say civil engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers. If we take a computer science engineering people also, we have opportunities in the BIM field because they have to develop the software, right? BIM software developer we are watching here. Yes, they too have the space here. And I consider, personally, I feel the civil and the mechanical engineers are having more scope in this BIM field. After that, electrical people. After that, many other people will come. That's normal. Yeah, done. These are the image credits and references I used in entire my presentation. You know, right? Copyrights problems will come if we simply use any other picture or any information. That's why I listed each and everything here, whatever the image credits and references I used. These are some. Then we came to the end of the presentation, and I hope you people are enjoyed. You people already enjoyed. Yes, you keep on enjoying in the BIM field, and you can contact me at any time. If you have any doubts, you can post it on comments. For sure, I will do reply to that. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your support. It is highly needed. Yes, thank you very much.